Hey, I'm Jason, today in the lab. All right, ready? And then, of course, as usual, we're gonna break this bolt because that's what we do in here. Let's check it out. Hey, I'm Jason. Today in the lab, we're gonna talk about something super technical and complicated when it comes to bolts, the humble washer. All right, so what is this thing? What does it do? Why do we need it? Should I throw these away when I'm assembling a piece of furniture? What happens if I forget it or use the wrong kind? We got a couple of experiments to talk about today. We're gonna do some cool stuff and we're gonna show you some different types of washers and how they affect the quality of an assembly. All right, so you may not have hardware this big, but you might have something that looks more like this. This is a simple flat washer. Let's talk about the reason why we need a washer like this. So the purpose of this is to distribute the compressive load that the bolt generates during tightening. I can show you this on some soft materials and we can see what happens if we forget this thing, what it ends up doing to the part and how it corrupts the integrity of the bolted joint. Let's start off with a piece of wood. All right, no washer, 5 Newton meters. Okay, back it out. We can see kind of damage we put on the part. Now we add the washer back, run down the assembly. Right, now we have a much cleaner assembly without damaging the soft part. So you can see the improvement we have on something super soft like a piece of wood. What about a piece of aluminum? We've got a slot here we're gonna tighten against. If I don't use the flat washer, take a look at what happens to the part. All right, 25 Newton meters. All right, take a look at the damage to the part. And you can see we've significantly damaged. Tighten a bolt right next to it. All right, ready? Try this with a washer. 25 Newton meters with a flat washer. Okay, now you can see when we take this apart, we've done no damage to the part. Right? Everything looks pristine. So what effectively the flat washer is doing is it's distributing the compressive load generated by the bolts over a greater surface area, functionally making the part stronger and stiffer, which definitely helps the integrity of the joint. So let's talk about thick washers. These are double or even triple or quadruple the thickness of a normal washer. The reason we would do something like this is to increase the structural integrity of the washer so that it doesn't deflect under load. Sometimes a really thin washer will bend on a soft material and you need something extra thick to make sure it has the structure to balance the tension and compression that are being established during the tightening operation. So a lot of times a washer will really help the dynamics of the assembly, but it complicates things because you're adding an extra part number that you have to manage on an assembly line. So what a lot of engineers have done is taken this idea of the washer and then incorporated it into a captured nature onto the bolt itself. So this can't fall off, the operator can't forget it, it can't go on backwards. So this is really a good operation, really adds a lot of value to the process by giving you the value of having the washer to distribute the compressive load, but not complicating the production with extra parts. All right, so this is the most controversial washer type we're gonna talk about, the split ring washer, all right? These are sold at the hardware store as a locking washer, right? And effectively, they're trying to create some spring action under the head of the bolt, and that can, in some way, have some locking ability. But the problem with these is that, generally speaking, the stiffness of this spring is so much softer than the stiffness of the bolt that it functionally doesn't aid in locking at all, and oftentimes it makes things worse, makes things loosen up more quickly. So I guess my rule of thumb would be on soft materials, if you're assembling maybe a kitchen table or something like that, where the wood is soft, this might be a functional unit. If you've got metal parts, if you're bolting steel parts together, most cases this is gonna hurt more than it helps. Next one on the list is the Belleville washer. That's this guy right here, a little bit bigger one here. This has a cupped shape to it. Similar in theory to the split ring washer, this is adding spring tension to the fastener as it collapses during the assembly. This is a more functional locking mechanism than the split ring washer because it's much stiffer. And so we see these, you can actually get different joint performance by how you're using a washer like this. Often see these in electrical connections. We want to make sure that two bus bars in a battery assembly, for example, stay tight and connected. it's helpful to have some springiness built into the joint that can maintain the connection. So let's get into some specialty washers. The first one here is what we call a spherical washer. This is used often in the aircraft industry, and what it does is it's a two-piece washer with a spherical connection that allows for misalignment of parts. If a bolt is misaligned by only a few degrees, it can drastically reduce the fatigue life of that material, and the bolt could break suddenly. In an aircraft, this would be a bad thing to happen. So what we have washers like this is it allows for a few degrees of misalignment, keeping the surfaces of the fastener in place so that the fatigue life stays super high and the plane stays together in the air. So this is a special type of lock washer called a Nord lock. This is a serrated top and bottom washer, and then in between these two, there's this cam face. This cam face has a steeper angle than the thread pitch of our bolt, and we tighten it down, it's going to slide across these serrations, and if you try to loosen this, either through vibration or some other means, it's actually going to force this washer to split in half and climb up this ramp, effectively locking the bolt in place. This is a really effective locking measure, especially against vibration, but it can complicate the assembly because we have to keep things in a certain orientation. So this is a really neat washer. This is a preload indicating washer. So what we've got here is some indentations on the bottom side of the washer that are filled with this orange silicone. And there are grooves that go to the outer edge of the washer. If you tighten this down, these dimples will crush and flatten out, and they will take up the volume of this silicone, and the silicone will squirt out, and you'll be able to have a visual indicator that a certain amount of bolt preload was generated during tightening. I would expect to see something like this on a structure like a building or a bridge, and oftentimes would be used in conjunction with an inspector to make sure, somebody go around and make sure that they witness this mark on the bolt. And so they're making sure that every bolt is tight in an assembly, in a really critical assembly like a bridge or something like that. So the last one on our list is a really weird looking washer. This is an eccentric alignment washer. So what this thing does is it interfaces with a special bolt with these grooves on it. This can adjust the alignment of your suspension to keep your car going straight down the road. One thing I want to make sure we hit on is matching the material strength of the washer to the tensile strength of the bolt. We tried in a previous experiment this washer right here on a high strength bolt, and this is just a soft plain washer, and it completely destroyed itself during the tightening operation and drastically affected the friction in the joint. Using the right washer that's matched to the right material hardness is definitely what you want to do when you're using high strength structural bolts. All right, so there you go, a basic intro to the different types of washers we have. Hopefully we got an understanding of the function of it, what some different washers do and why they're important. So the next time you're putting something together at home, you got a table to put together and you got that little bag of washers, don't throw them out. Put them where they belong so the bolt can stay tight and do its job. We'll see you next time.